thank you for your time. Thank you for learning how to pronounce my name, Zine.
Of course.
Zine, is it the right way?
Zine.
Zine.
Like a magazine.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Zine.
Easy.
And Hero, how are you?
Hero.
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for
I'm fine. I'm happy to talk with you. And I wanted to start by asking you, how is it to embody these characters? Because these are the representation of someone else's representation of someone else's representation of an already well-known character. So does that allows you to, in a certain way, add something new to it, or vice versa? You know, it's so locked into all these layers that you're not able to put anything on them.
I agree with you. Yes, Hero. How'd you do it so good? How?
Thank you both. Yeah, so I'm a fan of Sherlock, so I naturally feel the responsibility to try and portray the character in a way that's true to the character we all know and love. And at first you feel like because so many people have done it, that's intimidating, but actually it's quite freeing because, you know, it proves that audiences want people to try and, you know, retell the story of Sherlock Holmes multiple times. And then the fact that we're telling the story of young Sherlock, that's what gives me personally, selfishly, that the real freedom to make the character a little bit more my own. And I think the script really helps me in doing that. So there are little elements here and there that I'm mindful of how I want the character to be and how far or close I want him to be from the established Sherlock that we all know and love. But yeah, the script and being in the hands of Guy Ritchie, that really helps you with that.
That's how you made it so good. Thank you for making my most favorite Sherlock version for Zine.
He's your favorite version already?
Yeah, he's my favorite version.
I mean, it's not a complaint. He's really good.
He is really
so
good.
Kind.
See?
I'm so flattered. Thank you.
I watch other Sherlocks too, just to get a taste of how this kind of story could be done. But his version of Sherlock is my favorite.
You're making me blush.
Blush all the way, man.
And tell me something. Another thing that you already mentioned, Guy Ritchie, for example. How important is it to be with someone that already knows the character, but in a certain way is exploring a new facet of this world, you know, of this universe?
Privileged. He knows too much. And I can just stand on his shoulder, be like, okay, this is what I will do. And I just exercise my bodies and be able to fight.
We just do what we're told, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
He really is a genius, isn't he?
Genius.
Was there something was there any, you know, instruction, indication that he told you that kind of nurtured the character for the rest of the series?
I just think, like Zine said, he's so intelligent and it's just such an incredible vocabulary. When it comes to changing scenes or tweaking scenes, a lot of people would say, oh, we need a word like this, but how do we find a word that's even smarter or even less frequently heard? And there's a couple of scenes where Sherlock and Moriarty are trying to prove that they're smarter than each other. And he's pulling out words like, you know, erroneously and verisimilitudinous. And I'm like, I don't know what these mean. So quick Google, figure out what the words mean, try and imply that meaning with the way that you say it. But yeah, I mean, I haven't met anyone who is as kind of well suited to tell the story of Sherlock than Guy.
Yeah, and also the chemistry between Guy Ritchie and Matthew Parkhill, they really write together and created something for us to play with in the scene that was sounds super smart.
Yeah.
So it saved my work into like, okay, now Z, you need to be smart for the next 1 year. No, I don't. I just have fun.
They do make a great team. They balance each other out.
Yeah.
But it's interesting what Hero is talking about, these two male characters, you know, like competing one with each other, because this show happens at the end of the 19th century. We're going into the 20th century. So I wanted to ask you, Zine, what did you notice about these characters?
Are you sure? 19th century?
Yeah, so 1800s is nice.
It's the 1800s.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's a bit confusing that, actually. But yeah. Go on. I like that you tried to call about that. Yeah.
But playing too smart, man. Very smart. Pulling me back. I'm like, 19? What? Okay.
It is confusing, that, though.
But it's interesting. It could happen in any other century, but it's in the past, you know? And one thing that I wanted to ask you, he's talking about these two male competing, like these two toxic masculinity that was so feverly Shou'an. I want to ask you, talking about the female characters, what did you notice, from that era?
From their competition. They were playing chess to each other on set in the green room.
Oh, because we're still toxic. We males are still toxic.
Still have
with
to
each other.
compete by any means. Yeah.
But they were like playing chess at the same time, talking about stuff, football, some league.
Pounding their chests, maybe.
Well, not really. They all were very sweet. They gentlemen sitting like this. Yeah, sharing opinions with each other. I go into the green room and be like,
But your character couldn't do that in that era,
no.
What were the things that you noticed, while
Woman
playing
power.
her that haven't changed? That have
Actually,
changed?
I am in a greater competition against two of them. We're like a triangle. This is like Sherlock, Moriarty, and then me against both of them. Like I have to outsmart them. But actually, like in real lifetime, I have to admit, like they're really smart. Like maybe sometimes hero can just hold me back for like, Zine, don't say anything stupid.
Did you ever win on the chess?
No.
matches?
I do play those traditional Chinese chess, which they play the international chess.
Yeah, you need to teach us. You need to teach us how to play your
Or don't teach them and just play against them.
Oh, yeah.
I've done teaching him Mandarin. He's got like cute baby accent, speaking Mandarin. And I am just going to call that like a chapter. Chess is like a next level. It involves characters, written characters. So we'll stay at the Mandarin for now.
Yeah.
Do you know? Can you say something in Mandarin?
No, not when I'm off the clock. But Zine did teach me a lot of Mandarin, and luckily my character within the story is justified in having a not perfect accent because he's learned from a shoemaker who was a drunk. And it's it's a slight spoiler, but who cares? But Zine's character notices that, so it was quite fun for me to be like, okay, I get to do Mandarin, but my character doesn't have to be perfect at Mandarin. So it gives me that leeway to not be perfect, because I definitely was far from it. But there were a couple of scenes where we didn't have the dialect coach, and I'd say I'd quite like to say something to her character in Mandarin, and luckily Zine was there to tell me how to say it.
You just had to put the drunken thing.
Yeah, that comes quite naturally.
Thank you so much for your time. It's been so funny to talk with you.
Thank you. You
Have
too.
a good day.
Thank
You
you so
too.
much.